motherfuckers know the deal. I got that game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, game of the year.
Welcome and welcome to everyone. I don't know why I said that so creepily. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of the Game of the Year sequence series, mini series, however you want to call it. Game of the Year Day 4. We're back at it with another handful of games to pick from, handful of categories to pick from, and I'm Emmett Watkins Jr., also known as DJ Spun61, on all places on the internet, and I'm also joined here today by the most illustrious group of human beings that has ever graced the face of this Discord. Let's start off with Alan Muir. How you doing, Al?
51 dead cops in the year of 2023.
51?
51 dead.
That's all you can do.
Unfortunately.
It's too low.
So
Damn.
rookie numbers. Okay, never mind. Let me relax. Well, that is probably the least expected thing I could have heard you say just now. So that's definitely fun. Talk about an agent of mayhem.
I was trying to find that old clip, that old meme from like 2014, 2015, like 8 million dead cops. But I couldn't find the actual. I just typed in a certain that meme, but I couldn't find it.
You just typed in dead cops on Google and hope something will pop up.
I put meme. I was very specific. I said meme.
Hey man, that still might come with some dastardly results. In any case, yeah. Hi, how's it going? We're also joined here today by Josh Miller. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. So, if we're going to talk about memes, can I ask you guys, do you remember Mosh Girl?
No, but that phrase sounds familiar. I'm about to look it up.
It was, once it was like the late 90s. It was just this picture of this girl who was like having the time of her life in a mosh pit. People just went to town on that picture.
Good Lord.
There's so many angles of this picture.
So many different Photoshops.
So many different moshing girls.
There's one of her kicking a guy in the nads.
With dance fail on it?
As God intended.
I think a lot of it was just trying to make fun of her, but it turned out to be really awesome.
Yeah. Just let people have fun.
Yes.
Good for her. But man, some of these shops are inappropriate. I saw one that looked like it was in Germany in the 30s, and that's just wild as fuck.
Oh, yes, I know which one you're talking about.
Good Lord. Well, hopefully she got that settlement money from being a meme. I don't even know if that's a thing. Anywho, how you doing, Graydon Webb?
The average daily sales of Pizza Hut operated across India in the fiscal year 2022 was around 43,000 Indian rupees.
I feel like I should have started the show with a random fact. like everyone came here with like the most bizarre thing to just bring up, and here I am just like, hi.
You gotta be prepared for these things for the Game of the Year sequence here at VG.
God damn it! Oh man, you got me there. You got me there. Why are you looking up sales of pizza places in India?
If I said like I was doing a project or something, would that be weirder than just saying I just Googled it? I just wanted to know. I'm doing a college thesis on India's pizza sales.
Mm.
No, well, I just Googled it.
You're just like sales of pizza in India.
I just wanted to know.
That's fair. I'm gonna be honest, I would have been looking at you slightly sideways either way. You justified that, but I'll take that. That absolutely works. Speaking of sideways, you know what? I guess it makes sense that we all opened with something goofy because we're all a bunch of characters, because that's our first category here.
God.
Well, you gave me the segues.
Oh, you were missed. You were missed.
I'm a seg away. I'll seg the fuck out of a way. Anywho, let's talk about the categories we got today. As I said, we're starting today with best character. That's going to be followed up by best non-violent game, or best wholesome game, best or most fun game. Doesn't have to be the best game, but just a game that you love playing. Best soundtrack/score, and those are the four. We're going to be going through all those categories here. Should be a good one. I'm looking forward to some of these, and I am going to desperately run and see if I can check out something here. Because I saw some of these categories and I'm like, all right, I think I want to add something to one or two of these, but I got to find my little list of everything I played last year and sort by release dates. All right, boom. Okay, so first thing is first. Let's go ahead and read off the first category here. Best character, top 3 characters in any game. Our nominees are. Oh, and of course, if you don't know the rules, we're going to whittle all of these lists down into 3. We're going to have a top 3. We're going to rank them in order of what we like, number 1, number 2, number 3, and then we'll call it, and then we'll do that for all 4 categories. And with the soundtrack stuff, we'll probably play a couple of samples here as well. So look out for that. That should be a lot of fun. With all that being said, let's get into best character. Your nominees are Isaac Clarke from Dead Space, Bode Akuna from Jedi Survivor. If I say anything wrong, you'll just tell me.
No, you got it.
Oh, awesome. Appreciate it. Siri from Sea of Stars, 808 from Hi-Fi Rush, Devian from Immortals of Avium, Stanley Moray from Under the Waves, Wyatt Taylor from Fort Solis, Luis Serra from Resident Evil 4, Alan Wake from Alan Wake 2, and Sam Coe from Starfield. Now, let me y'all talk amongst yourselves about these. I gotta add 2 people.
Wait, a Starfield? We're looking at different documents. Who put a Starfield character on this? Who tainted this list with Starfield?
Well, there are 2 documents. There's one document with like the game of the year categories. There's the other document where y'all have been choosing the winners and putting the winners in. I've been reading the one from the winners doc.
Oh, I see. I see now.
Because we're just gonna edit it down into the winners anyway, so the list is in there. The 2 people I wanted to put in here, I gotta look up her name. Maybe that's a bad maybe that's a bad sign if I gotta look up her name. But I really like her. I want her in here. Hannah Stone from Wanted Dead. I want her in here. Just for reasons I'll talk about in a moment here. Oh God. Formatting. Okay. There we go. Hannah Stone from Wanted Dead. And I think, is that everyone I want to put in here? I think there was one more. Turbo Overkill. You know what? No, Turbo Overkill. That's not a character study ass game. There was Miles Morales. No one put Miles Morales at all.
You know what? People should have put Miles Morales.
Yeah. So I just want them some representation for Miles on here. That's pretty much it. All right. So those are the best characters. I added Hannah Stone and Miles at the end there. Let's do it like we did last time, maybe, and we go around with a top 3 for everyone. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alrighty then. Okay then. How about, you know what, this time, Graydon, we'll start with you. What are your top 3 on here?
I was afraid that you were going to pick me as I'm trying to type in a new password for my dentist account. All right.
Look, if you want, I can come back around to you.
No,
I can
I'm
maybe go to
good.
Josh.
I'm good. You want my 3?
Yeah, just your top 3.
Pardon me. Let's see. Bode.
Okay. Bingo.
808.
Alrighty. 808.
Yeah, fuck it. Miles.
Wow. Okay. Wasn't even on here. Now it's someone's top 3. Okay. All right then. I respect that choice.
It comes from like I don't know. I've been through enough of these to know like what I put on here and what's not going to win. And I'm not going to fight for things that nobody played. I'll talk about them when they get deleted, but I'm going to throw my weight behind some real ones that might get chosen.
All right. I'm gonna add one more on here. But while I'm adding that, Josh, what are your top 3?
Sarai from Sea of Stars, 808, and I guess Miles Morales as well.
2 votes for Miles. Lord have mercy. Would not expect that. And for the folks at home, I did go ahead and add underneath Louise from Resident Evil 4. I like Ashley as well. Ashley from Resident Evil 4. Added her on here. Al, what are your top 3 from this list?
Bode,
Okay.
Luis,
Okay. All right, Luis.
and Semco.
A Starfield person. Okay. All right. Did not expect Starfield to get anybody. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is gonna be hard for me because I have only played very few of these games.
You're not
as far
alone there.
Yeah, I sense where this is going. I feel bad because one game I did play, I didn't care about the character there at all. Is it gonna be what I think it's gonna be this? I think I'm gonna go Miles as well. I'm doing Hannah Stone from Wanted Dead for reasons I'll discuss, and I'm doing Ashley from Resident Evil 4 for reasons I'll discuss. Those are my 3, which leaves some big hitters. Alan Wake, the title character of his gosh darn game, not even busting through the glass ceiling. We'll start from the bottom to the top. Anybody want to say something on Alan Wake before we let him lay to rest?
Rest in peace.
Go to sleep.
Requiesce alle pace.
No, I actually want to say that after playing this everything, I did not play anything after, like, from the first Alan Wake to Alan Wake 2. I didn't play anything that involved the character at all. I didn't play the Control DLC. I didn't play American Nightmare. But there was a lot that I loved about the way the character was written, the way the character was portrayed. When we get to best soundtrack and score, a certain song has surpassed, like, just being a song in a video game, to a song that actually, like, really helped me out mentally, and all that.
Oh boy. Yeah, I knew Alan Wake was going to come through in the soundtrack arena, so we'll talk about that soon. But yeah, R.I.P. Alan Wake. We hardly knew you, and by hardly I mean we knew you quite a bit, but we're still deleting you. Wyatt Taylor from Fort Solis. First off, who wants to speak on behalf of Wyatt?
I like Fort Solis.
I respect the fact that you like Fort Solis. I want to make a guess real quick. Is this Arthur Morgan's character or is this Troy Baker's character? My guess is Arthur Morgan.
You're wrong. It's Troy Baker's.
Fuck, I was close. I had 50-50 shot. All right,
Yeah.
Tell me why you like Wyatt.
So Wyatt is, I don't think it's a spoiler to say because it was kind of hinted at. He's the antagonist of the game. He is shown a few times and near the end, but mostly you just see like audio logs and stuff, or not. They're audio logs and video diaries. And his story I just found really interesting. The way that he is kind of just like he's the antagonist because he's kind of driven to madness based on the circumstances going on at this space station. If you know me, you know that I love games about, isolation on space stations. I think that's a very interesting concept, and it just he acts it very well. He portrays it very well, and yeah, his ending is kind of the ending of the game is kind of tragic. So I highly recommend Fort Solis. When I brought it up before, I was actually thinking about it today. I was like, is that on Game of the Year? I'm so like out of touch of, was that last year? And it was. yeah, I think a lot of people didn't play it at all. It got kind of a bad rep just because it, I don't know, it seemed forgettable, but it's really a 3-hour long game that if you can get it for like $20 or less, it's worth it. And it's just a nice little interactive movie type of experience. And I liked his character in it.
All right, I respect that. I'll say Fort Solis always looked interesting. The idea of a 3-hour game definitely tickled my fancy, but it also is just one of those games where it has the third person behind the shoulder look of a game that you know exactly the type of game it's going to be when you see that type of art style and design. And when you see that it's 3 hours long, it's like, all right, I can put together what that is. But it seems like it tells a worthwhile story in that time frame. And apparently they're adapting it into a movie anyway. So, hey, that's pretty neat. So
It'll be cool in that format, definitely.
I'll watch the movie then. I'll watch the movie. And quite honestly, when it comes to Humble Bundle at some point, maybe I'll snag it there and, run through it in a weekend on Steam Deck. But Wyatt, we hardly knew ye. R.I.P. Now I'm gonna, we're gonna stay in this momentum because I feel like all three of these are coming from the same person. Graydon, are you the one who put Stanley Moray from Under the Waves?
Yeah, I'm the only person who played Under the Waves, Emmett.
Yeah, I figured so because I knew you got through way more games than most of us did. But Under the Waves, this is the underwater game, right?
Yeah, it's a game. I explained it last week, but I'll go into it a bit. So it's a man. How did I describe it? I totally forget. It's you play as a guy who lives on a submarine base alone. It's like the space thing, but
You
underwater.
love these lonely games. Holy hell.
I do. I love a game that's just like, hey, just immerse yourself in it, learn shit from the world around you. Oh, I called it Firewatch. It's Firewatch underwater. That's what it is.
Water
And
Watch?
yeah, it's Water Watch. And it's really, really good. It's got some fun puzzles. It's got some really entertaining story. And this is Stanley's the character that you play. And I just like his story a lot. I don't want to go into it because it gets kind of, spoilery because of why it's deep, but it's he's also a good character. I wanted to put him on here, and yeah, not as much to say about him.
Fair enough. But still sounds interesting. This is another one where if it comes to a bundle or something, I'd love to try it out. But
Oh, definitely try it. Yeah, it's definitely, and it's another shorter one, probably like 5-6 hours. It's a lot of fun.
I love the sound of that. But speaking of fun, this is a game I actually really want to get to that I did buy. Devin, or is it Devyin from
That's
Immortals of
Devin.
Avium? Okay,
Just-
Devin. All right.
Yeah,
Spell it all funny. All right. Tell
Yeah.
me about Devin.
I put that there as well. We learned last week that Josh and Alan played a bit of Immortals of Avium, and I like his character. I think that he's a cool guy. He's one of the Immortals of Avium. He kind of is the friendliest and most welcoming to you. He's kind of comic relief. He just kind of helps to hold the group together when they're at odds. And yeah, I just thought he was fun. I like his story, where his story goes. And I won't spoil that either. I think everyone should give Immortals of Avium a chance because it definitely got a bad rep and did not really go anywhere, with the entirety of that team getting laid off and nobody playing it really. But I don't know. I just like these games. I think that they're fun, and I'm not going to fight super hard for them, but they have some interesting characters in them.
Huh. Well, that's pretty cool. I do want to play the game. Like, it just looks like a fun title. It's just, when will I get to it? Nobody knows. But I had to delete him because now we have to talk about Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. I played all of Dead Space. Who else played all of Dead Space?
I did.
Okay. I'm guessing you're the one who put Isaac on here?
Yeah, and it's a bit of an antithesis to the last thing I said about the Dead Space remake, where while it's a remake with a little bit of new things brought in, Isaac no longer being a silent protagonist basically allowed the character to do more, rather than just be an avatar for the player. And I hope that a sequel to the remake happens, so some stuff can get fixed based on the way the original trilogy ended.
Yeah.
Does it seem like that's going to happen? Like, does it open it up to remake a sequel?
Yeah,
Okay.
the ending
Yeah.
ending to the Dead Space remake is basically the same as Dead Space 1, like the original.
Plus,
Like,
if you replay it again on New Game Plus, there's even more hints towards more stuff going on.
yeah, and
Huh.
and just keeping in mind that Dead Space 3 is the equivalent of Resident Evil 6. Just saying.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Except with Resident Evil 6, the ending didn't have the entire world being destroyed.
No, correction. In Resident Evil 6, they didn't have that. In Dead Space, they didn't have that either until the DLC.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the DLC. God,
Oh,
that was
boy.
terrible. That was. Who wrote that? Who?
Well, whoever did write that now has to write that wrong with the
Yeah.
remake. Oh boy. But yeah, I agree with you. I think giving Isaac a voice in the remake kind of made him more of an active character and not just something that a bunch of stuff is happening to. So I really like that. I think it's remarkable in comparison to the original game. I think standalone, just looking at Isaac as a character in just the remake, he's not all that strong. They're not doing the craziest stuff ever. They're not, it's not a character study in the same way that some of these other games are, and some of these other characters just stand out more. I thought all of Dead Space remake was really good, really solid, but ultimately by the end of that, I was like, it's a game, and Isaac Clarke is a character. So a lot better than the original, but not enough to stand toe to toe with all these folks. So let's call it there.
Emmett, may I just say, I was wandering around my room cleaning while you were talking, and I was away from the microphone, but I really enjoyed when you said, whoever wrote that will have to write that wrong.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was very good.
I try sometimes. Sometimes I got puns that are good.
that was a class A pun right there.
I appreciate it. Well, speaking of pun, we're about to punt a couple of these off of the fucking.
Don't do it. Nope.
Okay, I can't. They can't
I'm
all
just
be
like,
singers.
shh.
You're like, you got one. Don't try for two.
Don't fly too close to the sun.
Absolutely. It's like golf. Lowest score wins. Let me shut up. But no, so here's what we got so far for folks listening. We got Bode Acuna from Jedi Survivor. We got Sarai from Sea of Stars, 808 from Hi-Fi Rush, Luis Serra, RE4, Ashley from RE4, Sam Coe from Starfield, Hannah Stone, Wanted Dead, and Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2.
I think
Yes.
I think you should do a good old fashioned showdown. As we should give you 3 minutes each to talk about your Resident Evil characters and why, who should win out.
Okay. All right. Al, do you wanna go first, or I can go
Should I-
first if you want?
Should I time it? Let me grab my camera.
Okay, so wait, just so I understand this fully. Emmett is repping Ashley, and I'm repping Luis.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay,
30 seconds on the clock or whatever.
Okay.
3 minutes.
You got 3 minutes.
All right. I have a timer up on my side too, so either way is fine.
All right.
I'll do Ashley first. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. So I like Ashley a lot in Resident Evil 4 because number one, the person who does the face model for her, I followed on Instagram a lot when I was in like high school, and it was really trippy because I got off of Instagram a long time ago, and then she popped up in this game. I was like, holy fuck, she still exists. And so that was actually really cool. But also, I like what they did with Ashley. I think they gave her an arc that isn't like creepy. It kind of it Ashley is more of a little sister to Leon's big brother rather than like, oh man, I'm impressed by Leon in like a sexy way. Like there's no weird thing at the end where it's like, what you doing later? You want to hang out? Like that's not there anymore. So I really appreciate that they updated it in that way. I just like Ashley a lot. I think she's more capable in this game. I think she's, she's just not as a helpless damsel in distress anymore. And so I really like that about Ashley. I think her performance is good. I think she plays a little bit with the banter. I feel like it's just a more realistic young lady versus the original Ashley. If for my next 2 minutes I'm gonna shit on fucking Luis. Luis is a fucking stereotype.
Oh no, you flipped the script.
I mean, I have plenty more time. Really, that's all it is. I think just Ashley is way better than she was back then. I think out of all the characters in the game, I think she is the most improved character in the game to where I'd love to see her. I feel like it's a shame that she will not pop up in this franchise ever again, potentially. Where everyone else, I don't need any more Luis. I don't need any more Leon, if I'm honest. I don't need any more like the main cast. But her, I think she's cool, and I think there's potential with this new version of her. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna shit on Luis. I'll wait until positive things are said from Al. All right, I'm done. Bye.
Wow. Well, Alan, you get his extra minute.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And go.
Okay, so Luis is a victim of the village of the whole of Umbrella, of Sadler. He was part of the team that made Nemesis, and because of all the terrible things he's done in his life, he wants to repent. He wants to repent. He wants to redeem himself. He fashioned himself very much in the form of Don Quixote, especially the way he interacts with Leon.
Mm-hmm.
The Luis Serra in Resident Evil 4 Remake versus the Resident Evil or the original Resident Evil 4 version of Luis, two completely different characters. One, the original Luis Serra is a stereotype. This Luis Serra is an actual fully realized character, and he gets to do so much more in this version than he did in Resident Evil 4 original. Thankfully he no longer dies to a demon dick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he gets impaled by a tendril by Sadler's dick in the original game.
Get the fuck out.
That is true. I wouldn't call it Sadler's dick, but it's definitely a tendril.
Yeah, because yeah.
I'm like, hold that timer for a second. Wait.
Yeah. So
proceed.
Even though he doesn't have to help Leon and Ashley, he does anyway. And there's there's stuff that is explained, or that is not explained. There's stuff that's expanded upon in separate ways, but I won't go into that because that would be a whole can of worms. Simply put, Luis Serra is one of the best characters in the entire Resident Evil 4 game, aside from Ashley and Leon.
Hot damn. Now, I guess to counter this, how do you feel about Ashley?
I feel the same way Emmett does, but not in terms of the I didn't have the whole I followed the
the voice actress, the face model, I guess.
Well, actually, there are three different actresses who who brought her to life. Actually,
Yeah, one the face model, one the mocap, and one the voice. I think.
yeah, one of them is a streamer. I think.
Maybe. God, I do I have to Google who played fucking Ashley? All right, Resident Evil 4, Ashley Graham, voiced by. Okay, oh fuck, yeah, it's multiple people. Okay, voiced by not English language. Okay, hold up.
Guys,
I clicked the Wikipedia and it was like voiced by who's the English version, and it sent me to the Wikipedia for the language of English.
guys, I have some bad news.
What's up?
Oh no.
Akira Toriyama's passed away.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, he died a week ago from subdural hematoma.
Oh. Damn.
Pardon me for being ignorant. Is that the Dragon Ball person?
That's the creator of Dragon Ball. Yes.
Mhm.
Holy shit!
That's it. Oh, that's surprising. It's very surprising.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh god. Well,
Hell of a legacy.
is
The longest of legacies.
okay.
Wait, why am I
Um,
not seeing anything? Hold on.
If
Yeah,
you're
looks like news just
cheap
broke.
ass gamer retweeted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Dragon Ball Official, they put it up on their Twitter.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes old. Ugh.
Wow.
Damn, RIP. Game of the Year's Dokkan Battle, I guess.
Oh no!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Everything
I
is
still haven't
sponsored-
missed a day.
Oh, God
Yes.
bless you. You can't miss one now. Oh boy. All right, all right. So I guess to solve the thing we were talking about earlier, Carolyn Lawrence was the voice of Ashley Graham in Resident Evil. Oh, in the original Resident Evil 4. The new Resident Evil 4, the remake, Genevieve Sterling Buchaner is the voice of Ashley in the new one. And the face model is a Dutch model, Ella Freya. That's who I remember.
I follow her on or I'm subscribed to her on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I think I might have been subscribed to her on YouTube at one point, but it's so hidden down there. I don't see any videos from her anymore.
And the
Yeah.
crazy thing, if you like, she did a whole thing where she played like a whole thing where she dressed up as Ashley and played RE4 remake, and it was just crazy because like you're looking at Ashley playing the game. It's wild.
Yeah, that's very bizarre. And the graphics are so good. It's like it's 1-to-1.
Yeah, it's like very uncanny.
That's fucking wild, actually. So yeah. So I guess we agree. Ashley's great, right?
Did we just prove that?
All right, sincerely. Now that me and Al have given our arguments, Graydon and Josh, what do y'all say?
I would. Go ahead.
Josh. Joshua, please.
Okay.
I insist.
I would say Ashley, and part of it is that I remember her being like one of the most hated characters in the original game. To the point, I think there was a lot of people asking for her not to be in the remake period because of how bad she was. So if they not only put her back in, but made her like one of the most likable characters in the game, I would say that's a pretty big improvement. To the point where I would vote for her.
Almost forgot to mention this.
Mm-hmm.
They toned down certain things, like certain things that were said in the original game that by Luis that were what's the word? Not kosher.
Mm.
Specifically the ballistics line.
Yeah,
They cut that. And a lot of people that were angry about Ashley in the original game was I'm pretty sure pretty sure, was due to how easily she could die,
Yeah, that too. Yeah, a
and
lot more
that
capable.
both those were taken care of. Like, unless you're going around, you're actually trying to kill Ashley in Resident Evil 4 remake, you're fine.
She doesn't go down so quickly anymore.
Yeah, and with Luis, as I said, they gave him more to do. More he has more screen time in both the main story and separate ways, and they changed his death in this, or in the remake. So like
He gets
in
a
the
better send off, I feel.
yeah, rather than like, because in the original game he gets impaled by the tendril. He drops the antidote, and the Sadler grabs it and walks off. Whereas in the remake, he gets killed by Krauser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels like a more character motivated death rather than just a shock for a boss battle.
Yeah, and it's tighter, as like it's tighter narratively, and just makes everything just more like work. It makes everything work even better.
I fully agree with you. I guess Graydon, what do you think about the Luis versus Ashley thing? Where are you coming down on?
I liked what everybody had to say. I think that it's lovely how this game has touched you guys and changed how you see things. My reasoning for choosing Ashley here is because I think in the last episode we gave best ensemble to the tragic victims of Resident Evil. Maybe not the top spot, but they were in the top 3.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Luis being a victim and giving the speech, we have given him his flowers. But I feel like Ashley, especially how Josh is like, everybody hated her, and now she's a different character that people could get behind and enjoy. I want to see her win.
I fully agree with that. Yeah. Also, my bad on that, Al. Wrong category. That's inside baseball stuff. But yeah, as far as this goes, yeah, I kind of agree with all of that. And yeah, I just realized best performance, second place goes to Luis anyway. Like, I feel like Luis has gotten some recognition. I'm gonna
Oh,
let
really?
Ashley,
Best performance we gave to him?
like, second place.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, Luis is up here. Luis is up here. So all due respect, I'm gonna let Ashley sign. Ooh. Yes.
I'm not talking about Luis like in this for best character. I'm not talking to him or talking about him in terms of the way he's portrayed by the voice actor or any just acting in general. I'm talking about the way the character is written and the way and his ambitions and just the character.
Right, for this category.
For this category, I'm not talking about.
You're not talking about the performance. I understand.
Yeah.
I got you. But we recognized him for performance.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, he's gotten kudos. I think the writing. I think we both making the same argument where I think Luis has gotten a lot better than the original game. I think Ashley's gotten a lot better than the original game. I think Luis went from pretty annoying to really good, where Ashley went from I hate her to pretty good. I think they started at worse. I think Ashley started lower than Luis started, but they both got brought up to the same high level. It's kind of where I am.
Okay. For Jimmy's sake, you can take Luis off the list.
Yeah. We'll take it off. Now watch her leave anyway, because we got like 5 other people to go through. Let me ask this. Everyone everyone except I think Al said Miles Morales. Is Miles Morales in our top 3? Is that just a lock?
I think he's a good lock.
All right, then we're gonna just italicize that so we know that's a lock.
I don't even need to explain it. If you play the game, he's half the game. He's more than half the game. He's
probably gonna be a lot more of the game later on.
he's portrayed really fucking well. He's just such a good, like, the way that I I tweeted out a very large manifesto regarding Spider-Man 2 when I finished it last week. And one of my notes was that this game made me care so much about his character. Like, even more so than Spider-Verse, this game made me fall in love with Miles Morales.
That is
And
the wildest shit to say. I'll
it's
come back
true.
to that though.
It's true. I resonated with him a lot more. I liked every aspect. I mean, combined with the Miles Morales video game, I think Insomniac has done a brilliant job of portraying Miles, at least coming from someone who didn't read the comics, who doesn't have like a background of knowing Miles. I feel like I know him better through Insomniac's portrayal than the Spider-Verse's portrayal. There, drops mic.
Wait,
Man,
Graydon, are you paying for Twitter?
No, what?
You said you wrote a manifesto, and I'm just based off the.
a thread is what you call that.
Okay, let's say.
I've been sending packages, multiple packages to government officials.
Good lord.
Redacted.
Let me say this. I'm fine with Miles Morales being a lock. I would feel bad or weird or whatever if Miles Morales was anything above number 3. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's number because, like, look, I love Spider-Man 2. I think that game is great. I think one of the main issues I had with that game was the portrayal of Miles Morales. Because a lot of my issues with that game stem from they did Miles perfect in the first 2 games. In the first one, questionable, but he wasn't a big part of it. For his own game, great. Did everything perfect. For this game, a little bit of cringe. Just a little bit of cringe. Some of the jazz stuff, I'm like, all right, I don't love this. Some of the, like, they want Miles to be a modern black teen in modern day, and just the way he is, just the way he talks, just the way it's just not giving. Like, you're telling me that he has an uncle who makes hip-hop beats and that's like part of his personality, but he doesn't talk or move as if he has any awareness of hip-hop culture existing. Like, it's weird. It gave like PBS character sometimes with some of the missions that they got him doing, like the jazz side quest that he was doing, and the suit you unlock after that, where it's just like, what is this fucking, like, church deacon suit for Spider-Man to wear? It's strange, but I like his relationship with what's the deaf girl? I forget her name.
Haley.
Haley, thank you. I love everything with him and Haley. But I just wasn't completely sold on some of the other stuff. But yeah, I think Miles Morales deserves to be on here, but that's a number 3 for me. But let's look at some of these other ones. Is anyone going to sit with me on Hannah Stone?
I'll give you 3 minutes to explain why you like her before we delete her.
All right, fair enough. All right, I guess I'll restart my timer. I got a 3-minute. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Hannah Stone is really cool. Hannah Stone seems like one of those characters that they designed in hopes that people would cosplay. It is a very over-designed character in a good way. A lot of, like, very specific tattoos and details and accents and, like, little markings on her robot arm and all these little cool costuming ideas and things that you only do to a character if you, like, really care and you really want people to, like, latch on. I feel like she has such a strong character design that her aesthetic is kind of the aesthetic that the entire rest of the game was built upon. She is just really fucking cool looking, and if you want to go around and be a little gun shooting, blade wielding ninja in one of these games, it helps to even look cooler while you're doing it by having a character that looks like her. So that's really cool. I forget who her voice actress is, but she is definitely not American. And her thick ass accent every time she talks just clashes with her fucking badass look to her, where she sounds like she's stumbling through her words, but she doesn't look like it.
That's not quiet, right?
No, it's not quiet. You're thinking of
Okay.
Stephanie Jutson, the side character, the one that does your guns in the inventory and whatnot. This is the main character, Hannah Stone.
I feel terrible because every time we talk about this game, especially on Players Club, that's my only frame of reference is that I know that quiet is that that's all I know.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I don't blame you. She was used a lot in the marketing. The marketing used Stephanie Jutson more than Hannah Stone.
I know nothing about this game. Every time I think of it, I think of Gungrave Gore, and then I'm like, wait.
It is a Gungrave Gore ass game.
Is it just like a third-person hack and slash type thing?
It is a third-person shooter, cover based, but also hack and slash. Think like Ninja Gaiden if it was also Gears of War.
No, okay. Emmett, you sold this game to me on a different game comparison.
Oh fuck! What did I say? Fuck! What did I say?
Speak in Graydon terms. What would Graydon like about it?
Graydon, do you remember what I said? Because I don't.
No, I don't.
Or no, Al. It
was Itagaki's previous game.
Oh, Wanted Dead, or not Wanted Dead.
Yes,
Devil's Third.
Devil's Third, yeah.
Oh,
it is
that one.
It's very Devil's Third coded. It absolutely is that.
Coded.
Yeah, it's very special. But yeah, I love Hannah Stone, and also the entire game takes place in Neo Tokyo, but she's like the tallest person in the game, so she's like barely clearing every door, and she's taller than most of the other characters in the game. It's very funny. Anyway, that's Hannah Stone. She's great. I'm gonna delete her now.
Okay.
I didn't even beat the game, but I like her. Oh boy. All right, so that leaves us with Boda Kuna, Jedi Survivor, Siri, Sea of Stars, 808, Hi-Fi Rush, Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4, and Sam Coe from Starfield.
Now, I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but I know Josh really only has an hour left, and we've got 3 more categories we wanted to do. What can we do here?
I was going to say, let me take off Sarai. I mean, I'm the only one that's going to fight for her. I think she's really awesome. She is your pirate ninja of the group. She is the badass who finds ways to get things done when no one else really has an idea of what to do. One of those moments will be talked about in Best Moment on the next episode. And a lot of her character is spoilers for like end of game sort of stuff. So I don't really want to spoil it very much. But she's really an awesome character who has a history with ramifications of what the villain can do in the game. And so a lot of it is her like trying to take the whole situation seriously with what is going down, because she knows what can happen to the world if the villain gets his way. So I like her character a lot. I like how she looks. I like she has this ability where she can like cut a hole in basically reality and like kind of teleport to a different place. Shit. She has
like Ratchet and Clank.
Kinda.
Or Ash from Apex Legends.
She has a special move in which she does that, but she basically calls her pirate crew and then uses her pirate ship to hit the enemy with like a whole bunch of cannonballs and stuff. It's just there's just a lot of cool stuff with her. But I know that I'm the only one who will appreciate her fully, especially without spoiling the game too much. So we can take her off.
Okay. Well, she sounds really cool. When I get around to that game, I'm sure I will experience the neatness that is her. But we'll take her off.
I will take off Sam Coe.
All right. Tell me why Sam Coe.
Okay, so interesting thing happened. I'll try to be quick about this. When I first tried Starfield on Xbox, I liked it, and then I just forgot about it. once I
more
got
people.
once I got my new PC, that had a better, like, that was just better in every way. I played. Starfield was the first thing I installed, first thing I played,
Mm-hmm.
and since like you can romance just about, or you can only romance 4 characters in the game, and they don't care what gender you are, so they're all down with it.
Neat.
And Sam is basically a space cowboy, and like his design, the way he acts, like I was starting to try to romance Sarah Morgan,
Yeah.
and then I was just getting really angry and just tired of her, and I noticed that I had more affinity with Sam than Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
and he is not only member Constellation, not only a dashing space cowboy, he is descended from one of the his descendant, Solomon Coe,
Yeah.
is like one of, like, he is space royal. He's like royalty among the people, like the folks in the Freestar Collective.
Hmm. Yeah, I had to
And
look up his face. I know who you're talking about now.
yeah, and I actually I'm playing with a mod that makes him even look even better. Like, that cleans him up based on how Bethesda made him look.
I love it.
And while I know I didn't put him down. Like, I didn't put the actor, like, I didn't put him in for best performance because it was stacked as it is.
Mm-hmm.
His voice actor and Andrea's voice actress, they were both part of, or they were both like, they initially were voicing the male version of the character
Yes.
and the female version, and Bethesda just allowed them to voice, like, once they made the decision to have a silent protagonist, they let the respect, they let both, like, they just said, since we're making this decision, you can voice these characters instead.
They're like, just go crazy.
Yeah, and there's a whole thing where, like, there's, like, Sam Coe is arguably, like, he's personally my favorite character in the entire game. And, like, back when we were first talking about it, when it came out in September, like, after seeing how that game, like, why people say to play that game multiple times.
Yep.
I don't want to, like, I'm trying not. I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't played the game, but Sam Coe he's one of the best characters Bethesda has made. Like, Bethesda has made, not like Bethesda as in, like, the umbrella, but like Bethesda Game Studios. Because I didn't really like. I've been playing Skyrim recently, and I don't remember. There hasn't been a character from Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Skyrim that I enjoyed. So Sam Coe is the first character since Fallout 3 with
enough
Fox.
likability to stick in your mind.
Yeah.
Gee willikers. All right. Well, that's a hefty recommendation, a hefty speech. But Sam Coe, I'm sorry, but you got to go.
I have a hot take.
All right, give it to me.
Not to just mull right over that Sam Coe thing, because I did like that speech, and it does kind of make me interested in that character of Starfield if I ever go back to Starfield.
Same.
I think we all maybe played Hi-Fi Rush. I love 808. I think he's a cute little cat, or maybe she. I think it's a she. It's a robot. It doesn't really matter. but
They is
Whoa,
the
whoa,
safest.
whoa, whoa.
okay, all right. Robot lives matter. They
Wow.
808 the robot cat
Surge 2 graffiti.
is adorable. And let's get rid of them because Bode is fantastic. And I think that
Whoa.
it's
Honestly,
funny to continue the trend of Jedi Survivor winning awards for these things and
You know what?
never explaining why it's good.
Great. How about I personally feel that we should let Graydon explain why, but like just explain for
Oh my goodness.
like
I
just
want to be
why
why
Bode
Bode?
is on the list and is prominently on the list because I was the one who added it, but I'm pretty sure I think I'm the one who added Bode.
I think you are. I'm going to be very brief because I really do want to get to other categories. I don't want to just do an episode on best character.
Right? Lord have mercy.
Bode is an awesome character. Bode is your sidekick. Bode is your friend. Bode will always be your friend, and Bode is your trusted guide. Bode, Bode is a complex. Like, I did not believe going into this game how complex and how much he would drive the story of this game. Jedi Survivor is nothing without Bode. And Cal Kestis' story is nothing without Bode. His progression, his continuation, his growth. And
He wouldn't bode well.
oh my god. He would not bode well without Mr. Acuna. And I forget his name, but that performance is brilliant. Just incredible. The places that Bode takes you on this journey, so to speak, are fantastic. And yeah, I just cannot say anything without spoiling Jedi Survivor. It is one of
Nashir Dalal.
what?
Nashir Dalal, the actor who plays
Bode.
Bode.
Oh, okay, yes.
Who's
and,
also
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Really, really good. Jedi Survivor. Probably I'm gonna fight for it as my game of the year, to be honest.
Fuck
And
me.
yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely
Boy, howdy.
brilliant.
All right. Let me ask something real quick. It seems like Bo's number one. Is everyone agreeing with that?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Josh, did you play Jedi Survivor?
Nope, I didn't. I played a little bit of Hi-Fi Rush and nothing else on this list.
oh,
right.
I'm sorry about 808. Sorry
That's
we
all right.
sacrificed them.
Let me ask this. Do we like 808 enough to take Ashley off? Because I'm willing to fall on that grenade. Is anyone else willing to do that? Because of course I want to keep my Ashley, but if y'all feel strongly about 808, I don't mind. Josh, do you care strongly about 808?
Not strongly. I didn't play too much of Hi-Fi Rush, but I did like what little I saw of it.
Do you like what you saw of him more than you like what you saw Ashley?
I think you spoke very highly of Ashley, so I'd be okay getting rid of 808 for Ashley.
All right. So in that case, we'll take away 808 and leave it Bode Ashley Miles.
I like that.
Sure.
I like it as well.
Nothing but 808s and heartbreaks in here.
Damn, that is a bar. Good job on that one. Oh boy. Well, sorry to be so heartless. That was a song on that album before he went crazy.
Wow. It's like
and with
coldest winter up in here.
Good Lord. I'm gonna run away. Anywho, best character. That's a different album.
Next thing I know, I'll be a RoboCop.
Oh my God. Anyway, next, here's the category. Here are your winners for best character, top 3 characters in a game. Number 3, Miles Morales from Spider-Man 2. Number 2, Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4. And number 1, Bode Acuna from Jedi Survivor. I got to get around to that game. What a nice category. Let's go on to the next category here. Best non-violent game, parentheses most wholesome. Here are your nominees. Dordon. Dordon.
Yeah.
Disney Speedstorm, Station to Station, Tron Identity, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Jusant, Venba, Under the Waves, Deliver Us Mars, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Disney Illusion Island.
So because
This is so
we
hard.
because we went heavily over time with best character, should we like just do it, like just cut straight to the chase and get like pick our personal threes?
Yeah, we'll just go personal threes, and maybe we won't even talk about the stuff we cut after that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think it goes without saying. So we had a couple on here: best non-violent game, best all ages game, and then next week I think there's another one that's kind of they're all kind of similar.
Yeah,
And it's hard because you're gonna have the same games, but I believe every game on here we talked about. If not, it might have just been last week, so we didn't have Emmett's thoughts, but still, like we've touched on all of these games somehow. And so yeah, this could be easy.
all right. Well, let me just bust out my three real quick. The three that I'm gonna get in the corner of are Jusant and Venba, and because I want to be spicy, I like the idea of Tron Identity being on here, and that's it for me.
Oh wow!
I want someone else to talk about it because I
Oh.
haven't touched Tron Identity, but I like the idea of it being here. But let's go around. What's your top three since you want to be all vocal about it?
I gotta think. Let's Josh go.
Okay, Josh, what's up?
I would go cliche and say Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Mhm.
I would also say Venba and Dordon.
Okay, bingo, bango. All right, Al, what you thinking for this one?
Jusant, Super Mario Wonder, and I would cut Disney Illusion Island.
Oh, so that's not even your third. You're just gonna.
I'm
cut
just giving
them.
two. I'm just giving two.
Okay, all right then. We'll have that on ice for right now. We'll come back around to that. Graydon, what say you?
So I know that it's like parentheses most wholesome, but I cannot, with good intentions, call Tron Identity wholesome.
Fair.
So my three are Dordan, Gisant, and Venba.
Okay.
But
All
I
right,
think
then.
I will concede, honestly, Venba to Mario Bros. If need be.
Huh. I mean, I'll take off Tron. Well, first off, let's just go ahead and delete Disney Illusion Island. We'll delete Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. We'll delete Under the Waves. Deliver Us from Mars. We'll also take off.
Deliver Us Mars, my beloved.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Deliver Us Mars. Station to Station and Disney Speedstorm will also take off. Right now we're down to Dorgon, Tron Identity, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Jusant, and Venba. I'll fall on the grenade. I only voted for Tron Identity because I like the idea of a visual novel being on here. Because I remember I got announced and I was like, a visual novel for Tron? Blah. But like, it was good enough to get here. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it some props. But then y'all
Murder of
jumped on
Sonic the
there and said,
Hedgehog wasn't good enough for you there, huh?
best non-violent game, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That felt not kosher.
No, Tron Identity, I briefly touched on it. I think it's really fun. It's got some. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I was gonna say it's got some great music. It's not nominated.
You got
Oh
time.
my
You got time.
God, it's got a great soundtrack. It really does.
We really got to bust through this because I have a feeling soundtrack's going to be a involved category.
But yeah, play it if you like visual novels and if you like Tron. It's got a good vibe. A lot of fun.
Indeed. So now all we have is Dordan, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Jusant, and Venba. I feel like everyone likes all of these. Venba was the one that was offered as a sacrifice.
That was you and me, right? Voted for that?
Yeah, we both voted for that. I think
But
didn't
we-
someone
I
else
picked
vote
it
for
too.
Venba? Yeah, you voted
Oh.
for Venba too.
Cool,
I
Josh.
think
You know, I
Jusant
kind of want to take Mario off just to have like 3
Indies.
great indie games on here.
Oh
love
shit! Oh,
I love that idea.
I
Al,
will
are
say
you-
though,
Yeah.
our games to vibe to is Jusant Dordan Vemba.
It really may be.
Hmm.
I mean, shit. Why can't
Mario
it be
Wonder,
just that again?
It could be Mario Wonder won Best All Ages game. It was our top, but like we've already expressed that we love all these.
So I will just say this because I've only voted for. I technically only voted for 2 games. I didn't vote a third.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh, true.
If
The
you had a
wild
third, it would have
card.
been
Dardon.
ah
Because
okay.
I just I really love the visual look of it, like the art style.
You would love it, Al.
Yes.
Out of all 4 of these games, Jasant was like the one that that I feel like would fit or not fit. It's my personal one. It's the one my personal one with the bullet. Or in this case,
Oh, you said the
my
thing.
yeah,
With
Yeah.
the bullet, sippy.
Take a shot.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So it seems
Yeah.
like it's Dordon, it's Jusant, and it's Vimba, huh? Is that what it seems like, everyone?
Sure. Let's
I
do
think
it.
yeah,
so.
yeah.
All right. What's a
Send Mario
wonder?
Bros off into the fucking sea.
Damn. Wading in the water. All right. Now, is this arrangement? Do we like this arrangement? Dordon at the top, Jusant, Venba? Because honestly, I'm feeling
Swap Venba with Jasant.
really Jusant last.
Yeah.
Are we all
'Cause it-
feeling that? Because I'll tell you, in my head, it was Jusant, Venba, Dordon. But that's only because I haven't played Dordon. But
No,
all of y'all
it's-
love Dordon, so I feel like it'd be fucked up if it's number 3.
It's hard. I hate when it's like, oh, these are 2 kind of different things. Because like, I'm thinking in the vibe of most wholesome in my mind, and Jasant is not more wholesome than those other 2. Those other 2 have more heart than a lot of
Yeah.
indies I've played.
That's true.
It's hard. One of them's about a mom. One of them's about a grandma.
Mom games, finally. No more dad games. Shit, in that case. I agree with you. I think Jasant probably deserves to be at the bottom for the sake of wholesomeness, but I don't know, dude. How about you know what? We can keep it like it is. Dordon, Venba, Jusant. Do we like that? Or do we want to switch Venba and Dordon?
I've only played Dordon, so I can't speak on Venba or Jusant. So I
Anyone else
personally
play-
like the order.
Anyone else play Jasant?
I did. I loved it.
Like the
I
whole game?
played not the whole
Yeah.
thing. I didn't play the whole thing, but I
Nice.
played like the demo and really liked it too.
Alan, do you like Dordon, Venba, Jasant?
Yeah, I guess.
What would you change? Would you put Jasant first?
I would just swap Venba and Jasant.
We can do it. We can put it back to where it was.
Yeah, let's do it. That's fine.
All right. Let's go ahead and call it with that order then. How about that? We love that.
Yeah.
All right. And with that being said, a very quick resolution to this category: best nonviolent game, parentheses most wholesome. Number 3, Venba. Number 2, Jusant, and number 1, Dordon. I like that one a lot. Now I feel like this one, this one coming up, this next category is gonna be fun.
Can we do it in 10 minutes?
We'll try. We'll try.
We got it.
Maybe 10 to 20. I think the next category might take 20 minutes. Like at least we'll see. All right, let's just read it. All right, next category: most fun. It doesn't have to be the best games, but games that we love playing. Here are your laundry list of nominees. We have Dead Island 2, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Pikmin 4, AEW Fight Forever, WWE 2K23, Madden 24, Immortals of Avium, Hi-Fi Rush, Disney Speedstorm, Tron Identity, Party Animals, Hellboy Web of Weird, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Jusant, Under the Waves, Deliver Us Mars, Starfield, Spider-Man 2, Turbo Overkill, and Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Whew.
Could I propose something?
Please.
I know I'm talking a whole lot. I apologize. I'm on
It's
one
okay.
this
It's a
evening.
podcast. It's fine.
What if we took this one and we just got rid of anything that's a Game of the Year nominee.
I don't hate that.
Simply because this category is technically supposed to be like nothing that we think is the best of the best,
B
but we
tier.
have best of the best nominees in this category.
All right, so
So which games? Like I know Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, but what else?
Mario Wonder, I think, is on there.
Yeah.
Maybe Starfield, but that might be able to stay otherwise, just because it wasn't the best of the best.
Starfield
Yeah.
definitively. If it's on our top, I forget if we're doing a top 5 or a top 10. I forget what we agreed on,
I
but
think we do a 5.
yeah, I think we do a 5 too, because if we were doing top 10, I could see it on the top 10, but top 5 probably not.
So one thing about this is that we do have a category called Best 7 out of 10 Game.
Oh Jesus, you're right.
And so I don't know
my
if
God.
we need to be bleeding that into it.
Well, how about this?
That's what I was thinking.
Here's how I'm looking at this category. Any game on here, if the entire story was taken out, would this game still be fun? That's what I'm looking at. If I played just a horde mode of whatever the core combat loop is, would I still be enjoying myself? That's how I look at this
podcast
category.
game.
Honestly, yes, that's what this is. If you ask me. And god damn, there's a lot of good ones on here.
Then you know what? Here, I'll say that I fucked that up. And if anybody wants to add back on one that we just got rid of, go for it.
I already reversed the Zelda and the Spider-Man 2.
All right.
So those are fine. Fuck. This is hard.
God damn it, Alan. Jesus fucking Christ.
Here we fucking go.
All
right, so we're gonna do a top 3. Let's start with the top 3 real quick. For me, fuck me sideways. This is so hard.
This is like what took me so long, but for this year.
Honestly,
like, should we all just pick one?
The one that I'm definitely holding on to is Wulong Fallen Dynasty. That's one of my picks.
Because I feel like we're gonna pick so many different things.
I think we are.
It's so opinionated.
It is. Like, what's fun to you type thing. I feel like a good objective pick is Dead Island 2, despite the fact that I've barely played it. Is anyone sitting with me on Dead Island 2? Who else played that?
I did.
I would get behind you on that.
Yeah. I think Dead Island 2 is a good pick, if y'all think so.
Yeah, it's due to due to how realistic it looks. Certain parts, there are certain aspects that
a little graphic.
Yeah. There's a video on YouTube. I think it's something along the lines of when the developers don't take PTSD into account, and it's a video of like the just like the how visceral the gore is in Dead Island 2.
Yeah, it's on some Soldier of Fortune type gore. It's just extreme.
Most wholesome.
Oh, it's wholesome, all right. Yeah, I think Dead Island 2 is a good like general purpose pick that we might all be able to come together on. How do we feel? Okay, let's start taking some stuff off. Graydon, Deliver Us from Mars and Under the Waves. You like the gameplay loops of those?
Most fun. Gameplay loops.
Like, if there was no story, would you still love those games?
Deliver Us Mars, I would. But I'm not gonna. I guess I won't fight on that hill. Like, if I've already determined this is so hard and opinionated that I don't even know where the fuck to go. So I will take off like my personal picks. I'm fine with nuking them. Yeah, those are both great games. I want people to play. That's all.
Let me propose something.
Yes,
before anything gets cut.
Mm-hmm.
What if, since like this, most of the nominee, like the categories have been like smaller compared to this one in particular. What if we did just top 5 for this one? It would reduce the amount of
of difficulties we're about to have cutting things.
Yeah.
I'm
How
just
about we get
wondering
it-
if we just do everybody just pick one. Like we basically are doing like your favorite. Like it's like a secondary game of the year. Like if you had to pick your own favorite game that may not be the best game of the year, but it's like your favorite of the year.
You know what? Let's do that. What's the most
we
fun you
like
had
that?
this year? I like that. And if we're doing that, I have to be honest with myself. Turbo Overkill is the most fun I had with a video game this past year. Wulong is fucking incredible, but Turbo Overkill is even better. So that's mine. I'm gonna take off Dead Island 2 because I don't think anyone's gonna say that. Graydon, do you have a most fun game you played this whole year?
On this list. Well, I mean, I know it doesn't have to be on this list, but just thinking in terms of what I put, Hi-Fi Rush.
All right. I think that's a good pick. I think a lot of people like that one. Josh, you got a pick from this list or otherwise?
Mario.
Oh, Mario. I thought you said I do in a musical tone, and I was like, which one is it? Okay. Al, what about you?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Wow. I did not expect you to say that one.
Now, Alan, I don't see on here. What if you put Disney Illusion Island on here? Would your thoughts be different? Because I know you love that one.
Okay, so I put 5 hours into Illusion Island.
Okay.
I put like maybe 100, somewhere between 100 and 150 hours into Tears of the Kingdom.
Dear God.
And most of that, maybe the amount of time that was of that time that was dedicated to the main plot or the main story and all that was maybe 5% of those hours. So I literally was just going around exploring the world, making my own fun.
Yeah. It was the best simulator of all time. The best sandbox of all time.
For Tears of the Kingdom?
That's what it seems.
I kind of feel that. And I absolutely understand that one.
Take that, GTA 5.
Yeah, eat a dick.
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right. Here. Okay, let's make a choice on this one. Do we want to do the five for this category thing, and then I can re-highlight Dead Island 2 and just throw it at the bottom or something?
As our honorable mention.
I mean, honestly, I feel like Dead Island 2 is designed for this category.
Yeah, because it could just be like the four picks, the four personal our personal picks, and then the
winner.
The consensus.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Dead Island 2. Because I don't hate this
sponsored
idea.
By G Fuel.
I don't hate this idea as a category. I think I just need to flesh it out a bit more for next year. But like to be able to basically do our own personal kind of our personal game of the year picks before we start before we're like, oh, well, obviously it's Elden Ring. I couldn't have given 10 fucks about Elden Ring winning last year, but I voted for it because I knew everyone else was going to love it.
Look, I've played Elden Ring now, and I understand what they were smoking because that game is good as shit. I've been craving Souls-likes all year so far.
God.
I forgot Elden Ring came out last year.
How could you?
How could you? Have you not heard about this DLC that's going to change the way you look at games or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I have no track of time anymore.
Josh, was that you like so excited about it?
Oh my God. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can jump back into that game.
And Persona.
Oh, God, Persona.
And Final Fantasy, you probably
you got
haven't gotten
several.
to.
Look, you got several months to
Josh is
play
eating
Final
good.
Fantasy, Persona until Elden Ring DLC comes out. It's fine.
Josh is exploding this year.
Hey
We'll
man,
have
better
like
to
5
explode
games
than
under
to
my belt
implode.
in 2024.
2024, I'm gonna play 3 games. Anywho,
All
right.
We're
So
gonna come here for Game of the Year next year.
good lord,
Josh is gonna be like, "Sit down, bitches. I'm taking charge this year."
absolutely.
And I played Kingdom Hearts.
Oh fuck! All right, let's not go too far. All right, so here's what we got for the most fun category. Right now we got Dead Island 2, we got Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Hi-Fi Rush, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and Turbo Overkill. Do we want to rank that?
Nah,
Yeah,
I think
don't
that's
think.
good.
Yeah, I don't think we should rank them because they're like.
Put our names next to what we chose, and then Dead Island 2 is like our definitive winner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's how we'll play this one. All right. And so that case, we'll go ahead and do what we're gonna do. So with that case, we have the most fun game category settled. Your 5 winners are Tobor Overkill from Emmett, Super Mario Brothers from Josh, Hi-Fi Rush from Graydon, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from Al, and Dead Island 2 as our consensus pick. I like that. Good compromise there, everybody. Really good.
And Dead Island 2 wins an award after a decade of waiting. We did
Exactly.
it, guys, and I'm
I
the
love the
only one
fairy
who
tale.
hasn't touched it.
Remember when I made that tag that said Dead Island 2 is dead, Ned's, or it's never coming, just suck it up, Graydon, or something?
Yep,
Yeah.
sure do.
I feel terrible about that.
Because you were wrong.
No, because it was a terrible thing to do. I feel terrible.
Don't worry about it. Everybody did it for a decade.
Oh boy.
It's all good. I got my comeuppance, and I got a collectible cup from the PAX East booth, so I can't complain.
Fuck, I didn't get any of that shit. I just played the game and took a picture and left.
Oh, I got a swag. It's great.
Damn.
It's a great time.
Swagless again. I am.
Swagless in Boston is the name of my debut album.
Wow. From the makers of Christmas in Harlem, it's Swagless in Boston.
Swagless in
Back to the Kanye references. Anywho,
oh man, this is a love lockdown.
oh my god. Speaking of fucking music, let's go on to the next category. Best soundtrack / score. Let's go through our several illustrious nominees. Oh boy, here we go. Number 1, we got Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We got a couple specific tracks here. I'm just going to read the games. I'm not going to go too far deep. But Star Wars Jedi Survivor with Stephen Barton and Gordy Hab. Bramble, the Mountain King, Dan Wakefield and Martin Wave. Sea of Stars, Eric W. Brown, Yatsuri Mishuda, Vincent Jackson, Jones II, and Reese Miller. Hi-Fi Rush, The Glass Pyramids, Suchi Kabori, John Jonas, Mashi Yange, and Rio. I am sorry if I'm saying all these words wrong. Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Koji Kondo, Alan Wake 2, various musicians from Fried Music, Juka Omen, and Old Gods of Asgard. Disney Speedstorm, Vincent LaBelle, Martin Cortsey, Nicholas Dube, and Francis Colliard. Star Trek Resurgence, Jared Emerson Johnson, and Resident Evil 4 Remake, Shusaku and Uchiyama, and Miseo Senbonji. Whew, had to syllable it out. So yeah, those are the nominees. How we feeling on this one?
What the fuck did I type in the group chat?
I was wondering that myself.
What happened there?
I was like, what is bro cooking?
Oh, you know what it is? It's my hotkey to mute myself is the tilde, and then I fucking accidentally I dropped an alarm clock on the enter key. It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse in this fucking room. Jesus.
Golly.
So Bramble, Mountain King.
So Bramble, that's like one you want to highlight?
Yeah, were we picking 3 or what were we gonna do here?
I say we pick 3, and then once we all have a 3, then we can, see what we want to listen to. So Bramble's one of yours.
Yeah, I got Bramble. Jeez, this is a good list.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish I had put Tron Identity, but I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna win, but go and listen to that soundtrack. It's got some great music.
Yeah. While you're deciding your other 2, I'm gonna get the music bot in here.
Yeah. I think I'd say Hi-Fi Rush. Got some incredible music. And honestly, Speedstorm.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you're a Disney person. I shouldn't be too surprised. That makes sense. Well, you told me about like they have little combinations that they make in the game too, so it makes sense. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get
like
all gay about it.
every song pretty much. Well, there's like an original soundtrack, but there's also a lot of remixes. And I mean, some of the examples I gave are songs that already exist, and they're remixes of those songs. It's so good. It's so good.
Mm. I respect it. I respect it. Al, you got 3 for this one?
Yeah. Jedi Survivor,
Okie dokie.
Star Trek Resurgence,
Yep.
and Resident Evil 4.
Alrighty. We're having fun here. All right. Josh, what say you?
Sea of Stars,
All right.
and then Hi-Fi Rush and Disney Speedstorm.
Okay. Respectable. Tilda again.
Fuck, I did it again. I moved my microphone and I dropped it on the enter key. This is good radio.
Yeah. it's the best radio. I love it. For me, I don't want to only scratch off one. I was gonna say Alan Wake 2, but really that's only for the musical number that everyone knows. I haven't even played that game, so let me actually fucking relax on Alan Wake 2. Definitely Resident Evil 4. Definitely Hi-Fi Rush. And then beyond that, it gets iffy. I'm gonna say Disney Speedstorm just because there's nostalgia to play with. Where Jedi Survivor, I feel like a lot of these other ones are like, I've heard what Star Wars sounds like. Maybe Bramble the Mountain King. But right now, definitely Resident Evil, definitely Hi-Fi Rush. And I'm going to just sit back and wait until we listen to some more music. So,
Yeah, you got to listen to some of that fucking Bramble music. Josh,
yeah,
too.
I think I want to listen to some Bramble. So here's what we're going to do. So I went ahead and deleted both Alan Wake 2 and Super Mario Brothers Wonder since no one took those in the draft.
Surprising, because Josh and I were actually talking about Alan Wake 2 before this and how the music works. And I just want to give a little shout out that it seems really interesting. Those songs are pretty freaking good. I mean, if you saw the Game Awards performance, like the Old Gods of Asgard actually, I'm not even a metal guy, and they have some awesome songs. So that soundtrack is definitely one I'm going to go and listen to now.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to play through the game first to see the music, because I know music is a big part of the Alan Wake 2 experience.
Yeah.
And, it seems like everything in that game is very cohesive. So the music improving everything else makes me want to vote for it. But I don't want us to sit here longer than we already are about to. So let's see here. So we're going to look at some of the Bramble music first, because I really am curious about that one. Okay, so they got one right here. We're going to put something in the chat here to play for everyone. Here we go. This one is the first track from the Bramble the Mountain King soundtrack. Oh, what do you mean this link is supported? I will fight you. Hold up. Let me give them a different link. All right, here we go. /play. That would have been so great if it played right on time.
Nothing ever goes right here.
It never does. What do you mean this link? Directly linking to... Wait, we can't use YouTube? Ew.
What?
No way. We used to be able to use YouTube. Okay,
What
hold
do we
up.
use then? Vimeo?
We're about to fucking find out.
You're gonna use Last FM.
They don't have music on Last.fm. I use Last.fm. Let me see. Music commands.
How many Scrabbles you got, Emmett?
Too many fucking Scrabbles. You would not believe the amount of Scrabbles I have. Honestly, I have probably like 80,000 Scrabbles. It's not even funny.
I'm an unverified Scrabbler.
Dude, I'd be scrabbling. I'd be out there scrabbling my scrubs off.
Oh.
Don't think about that image.
When you joined the chat earlier, I thought you were scrabbling, but
That's a lot. All All right,
This
hold
will
up.
all get edited out. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Look, I stand by the words that I say in my life. We're gonna see if that does anything. Hell yeah, number 1.
Oh. Good shit.
This whole soundtrack fits the mood of the game so damn well.
And it's so diverse. Like, we didn't want to really spoil Bramble, but like, its music is just as varied as its gameplay is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's such a great game. I remember people liked this game when it came out. Like, they were really enjoying it, but I feel like not enough played it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of buzz and talk about it, but like very little in the reviews and like what you're playing type of things once it came out. It's giving kind of Celtic Nordic vibes, something.
God of War.
God of War, yeah. Giving Ragnarok.
What track is this? The theme song?
This is the main song.
Oh, so good.
It's very good. It's very good.
Can you do the or the gnome village?
I
And
like
just-
that
yeah.
one.
How much of a difference it is?
It's like the
Play.
one lone, like, good moment of the game
Yeah.
before everything goes down.
Not the Mountains King. God damn it. I'm gonna spell this right. Hold up. I have to actually search queries for it. I can't just put in a link. King. You said the village one more time?
The Gnome Village.
The Gnome Village, thank you. Alright, let's see. Village, God. Village is a different website. Here we go. The Bramble, the Mountain King, the Gnome Village. There we go. Here we go. Next song. What do you mean? Oh, add it to the queue. Ew. Go to the
Like the
next song.
haunting theme just going underneath the recording.
God. Let me skip. All right, let me type in /skip. I have the list of commands up here, so I can like go through it. Boom. 1, 2, 3, go. What?
This is
That-
such a tonal difference.
You got rickrolled.
Absolutely. Kariko Village type of beat.
Gotta find those gnomes hidden around.
Those freaking gnomes. Nothing bad could ever happen. We're
Oh
having
no,
a
I'm
lovely
getting
time.
triggered again. I'm getting triggered by the memories of what happens to those gnomes.
Oh no, no. Nothing
Uh,
bad could ever happen to the gnomes.
This is a very
Wanna be your
interesting
friends.
track of nomenclature.
Oh my god. Shut it down. It doesn't
Alright,
bode
shit.
well for those gnomes.
Oh no! God. Let me
Looks at
stop
Kanye
rambling on.
track list. This is a real Pinocchio story.
The vultures are circling around this comedy show.
Well, that's Bramble. It's a lot of fun. I like the music in it a lot.
Yeah, it is good. I like the diversity of it. Pause the player. I like the diversity of this music. I like how it can swap from different mood to different mood. How do y'all feel about Bramble? I feel okay. Should we maybe listen to some Star Trek Resurgence? Or maybe like one of these other ones? Because when I think of
find it on this music room app, I couldn't find the Resurgence music anywhere.
well, it's one big YouTube video, which I thought we could use YouTube videos in this thing, but I guess Google's cracked down. I feel like the only ones. So let's get this straight. There were a couple of them that had multiple votes. I think Disney Speedstorm had multiple votes. No, actually, I was iffy on it, wasn't I? What did I say?
I said
I said high
Speedstorm,
five.
or at least 2.
Okay, Disney Speedstorm at least had 2 votes. So I'm gonna italicize. Wait, all of these are in italics. Hold the fucking phone. What are we doing? All right, there we go. So Hi-Fi Rush, multiple people chose that. Yes. Disney Speedstorm, multiple people chose that. Yes. And I think Bramble, multiple people chose that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Bramble and Resident Evil 4, I think. Yeah, we got 13 minutes, so I'm trying to do this in the best way possible, in the fastest way possible. So I think we need to listen to Star Wars to see how we feel about it and Star Trek to see how we feel about it. Is that fair? Wait, Al, those are your other 2 besides Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there one of those you want to fight for specifically?
Just Jedi Survivor.
Okay. Jedi Survivor over Star Trek Resurgence. Do you mind if we just take off Resurgence and maybe listen to Survivor to see if we want to keep that one around? Or would you like to talk about Resurgence for a moment?
Yeah, I'll quickly talk about Resurgence.
Okie dokie.
The last Star Trek game that was not, that was the last one that was not a MMO or a VR game. The Star Trek, the Star Trek 20, like the Kelvin game. That was basically just Gears of War skin with the Star Trek skin on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
and just completely schlocky, and not at all what Star Trek is.
yeah
Resurgence,
yeah,
captured, like, it felt like a Telltale version of Star Trek, which is the best type of Star Trek.
Where it's all talking and decisions rather than get the guns out.
Yeah, like the big thing, like the big crazy moment in the beginning. And don't worry, this I didn't. This part isn't in is not nominated for best moment. It shows how this game. It just shows how the game chooses to play with music and all that. There's a moment. There's a part where not Jera, but the other,
Carter.
He and his one of the other people in engineering have to go on the ship to fix something, and it's during a moment where there's like some like weird like unknown there's an unknown storm going on in space, and it's and the whole thing is like you're listening to the song, you're expecting it to be like a big action piece, but they're just trying to they're just trying to repair something. And I'm pretty sure that out of all the other games on this, Star Trek Resurgence spends more time with the music towards making it making the music another part of the cast, rather than just having it check a box of this is it's a video game, so we have to have a good soundtrack. But instead of that, it's just let's make the music the heart of the cast, that of the characters, that without it would be nothing.
Okay. The music really makes the game, type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. With that argument, do we maybe want to listen to some? We could at least type it up, see what pops up.
Try to look up the theme song for it. It's got a really good theme.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see. Star Trek Resurgence.
Sorry if I sound different. I've moved my entire microphone.
It's fine. I don't hear a difference. I can't perceive
Okay.
it. Let's see. Star Trek Resurgence. Oh, it's the trailers from like Vimeo and whatnot. Yeah, searching just videos.
I mean, that's fine. You can play a trailer. It'll have the music in it.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's do Xbox. Let's do the Xbox one. Go.
That is not it.
God, no. This has to be an ad or something right before it.
With new Charmin brand popsicles, you too.
Okay.
Oh, that
just
was
skip it.
Gnome Village.
That was
Oh my
Gnome
God,
Village.
that was Gnome Village.
Captain's log, stardate
right, here we go.
57931.4. Starfleet has tasked us
Wow.
with a mission of the
It's like we're all
highest
watching
priority.
a movie together that we can't see.
Two formerly peaceful neighbors
Audio
are
drama.
now on the brink of war. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves.
You go first. No time to fight me on this.
If we can't go to warp, we're sitting ducks here. It puts the mission and everyone on the ship at risk.
They respect one thing, and that is force.
Okay.
Our losses on
Oh, I love it. This was such a good game.
Look out! We're being hailed by the USS Titan.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Resolute.
We're up against something.
It's
greater
Riker.
than we can imagine.
Oh,
The Takar were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization.
Let me
in
ask
the
this.
galaxy.
I feel like the music is what makes Star Trek in the same way that the music is what makes Star Wars Star Wars.
kind of. It fits that same vibe. And
Portal
I mean,
6-3.
it is kind of
We
the
need
same
your
thing. Like, oh, if you know Star Trek music, it does a really good job of making Star Trek music.
Okay.
Like, you could similarly go and play, if you would, really quickly, Cal Kestis's theme, because it's so fucking good. Like, this is just a really good example of how, like, Jedi Survivor also does Star Wars really well by not being the people who usually make that music.
Let's see what pops up. Damn, there's an EDM remix? What? I don't know if I'm ready for that. Hold on. Let me copy this Cal Kestis's name and just play that instead. All right, play theme. Survivor. Let's see what pops up with that. Well, it's the same thing. They love the EDM remix, but
love
not
that.
the official. The official
Okay,
thing.
what about the Dark Times track? Because that's like that's what plays when the game begins.
All right, times. Jedi Survivor. Damn, I wish we could use links. Okay, that's probably it right there at the top. Let's try it. Okay. Also, to answer the question earlier, 117,415 scrubbles.
See, now you brought a statistic.
It took all episode, but I got there. Yeah, this is very Star Wars.
Yeah. But it's good.
It's good. Very good. But my toes not tapping like Hi-Fi Rush. All right, real quick. We have 3 minutes left until one of us have a heart out. So let me in this time period we have left, let me ask you, Josh, what is the big one? Oh God.
Oh God.
That's not what I wanted.
It's the big one.
Here we go. Boom. Josh, I know Sea of Stars is definitely one that you want on here. Besides Sea of Stars, what other ones are like your big, I would fight for that?
So Sea of Stars is definitely my number one. My other two would be Hi-Fi Rush and Speedstorm.
Okay.
Hi-Fi Rush, I can't say I love the music part of it as much as some of these other things, but I think the way it's in, the way it works into the actual gameplay itself kind of stands out above all the others. So if we're going to take that into account, I would say that should probably be number 1 in my opinion, just because it exceeds what kind of like a soundtrack does for the game. If we're talking about just soundtracks we like, Sea of Stars, Speedstorm, and Bramble would be my pick. So it depends on if you guys want to factor in the actual like gameplay aspect of it or not. But
I mean, it seems like y'all really are into Bramble, so I think that has to be at least in the top 3. So I don't want to step on those toes. Not a lot of talk about Resident Evil 4. Do we want to go ahead and wipe that off? That's one of my picks, but it seems like it's Bramble, Hi-Fi, and then somewhere between Star Wars, Star Trek, or Sea of Stars.
I would throw my hat in the ring for Sea of Stars.
Okay. Do you
I
want to throw your hat?
honestly-
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't listen to that music until today for the first time, but I really think it does a really, as I said to Josh, it does a really cool thing with like flute sounds and chip tunes, like kind of mashing them together and making just this really video gamey sound out of regular orchestral, just instrumental music. And it's kind of like if you tried to make chip tunes without digital sound, is kind of how that feels. And yeah, I think Sea of Stars has a very original sound to it. I like it a lot.
I like that a lot too. Are you willing
And
to? Yeah, go ahead.
if we're looking for originality, I think it could even surpass Speedstorm, because Speedstorm just is like mainly remixes is the fun of it.
Yeah, I was ready to take off Speedstorm, and I think I'm ready to take off Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna take off Resident Evil 4 right now. Anyone speak now, forever hold your peace? 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, no.
Really? Okay. Do you want to keep it on there? I can reverse it. It's right there. How about Speedstorm? Are we good to delete Speedstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
Speedstorm's great,
fun.
but
Play
yeah.
Speedstorm.
it's real good.
I'm
That
willing
Mount
to
Olympus one is what won me over. I was like, fucking yeah, Hercules music, yeah.
Yeah. Not enough respect for Hercules music.
I'm willing to concede on Jedi Survivor and Star Trek Resurgence if it means Resident Evil 4 can get on.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll do that. I'll say this. I love Star Wars. I love the music of Star Wars, and I love the music of Star Trek. They are very much the music from those franchises. You can get the music from those franchises in anything. In any part of that universe. So I'm like, all right, they did a really good job of emulating it though. So right now we have Bramble, the Mountain King, we have Sea of Stars, we have Hi-Fi Rush, and we have Resident Evil 4 Remake. What is the weakest link here?
I must ask, is Resident Evil's music different than its original music?
It is.
Okay.
The Drive,
not-
the Drive remix,
Mhm.
which is the music that plays in the forgetting what the name of it is. In the I brought it up last time Emma was here when we were talking about the
I'm gonna start playing some tracks from Resident Evil 4 Remake in the meantime.
yeah, the marksman challenges stuff with the merchant.
Ooh. I don't remember that.
Well, basically it takes the flamenco music from the original Resident Evil 4, remixes it, and it is the gayest anthem, and I love it.
Oh hell yeah. I gotta respect that. Here's something from Remake. As the Shadows. Wait.
I was gonna say this sounds more Star.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we
It
did.
skipped. It skipped. It did it again. I'm smart. Yeah, this is more REE. See, this is even playing a little bit on the Resident Evil 8 kind of vibes.
Is this I'm pretty sure that this is the song that the end credits before Bullet or the Blade, right?
I think so, yeah, As the Shadows, yeah.
Yeah,
for certain.
where it's like showing you the photos and Mendez's house.
Yeah. I think, man. What?
Emmett,
Okay.
Emmett,
Yeah.
you need to play the Drive remix because it just
Okay. I'll play the Drive remix and then call it after that.
yeah.
Play. Or remake. Let's see. Drive. Is it 2 a.m. Drive? No, that's something else. Oh, wait. The Drive. Yes, number 4. All right. And let's skip. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah. This is the one I remember you talking about. This is the beginning. Look, this music is good.
That is pretty good.
Is it better than any of the other 3? The Bramble, the Sea of Stars, Resident Evil 4. Because I'll say this, based off of what I was listening to earlier, if we're gonna keep Resident Evil, I could drop Bramble for it. But I like Sea of Stars, and I like Hi-Fi Rush. How are we feeling?
It's so tough because I love God. Bramble's music is very based on its gameplay in a way that it's the ambiance of every scene that it's in, and it just suits the atmosphere. It changes, it adapts with where you are, what you're doing, what the genre the game becomes, wink wink. And it's like, and that final battle is something I never expected in terms of what it does with the music. It caught me off guard, and that's why I put it here. I think it's so varied and exciting, and I will, like, personally, I want to die on the hill of Bramble, but I will concede it for the sake of time and the sake of, ease of no arguing.
All right, Josh, I'm gonna ask you. I think Sea of Stars is staying. I think Hi-Fi Rush is staying. Well, basically, let's just go around. If you got a bullet, what are you shooting? Josh, we'll start with you.
I would take out Resident Evil 4.
All right, Graydon, we'll start. You're next.
I would take out Resident Evil 4.
Al, what say you?
There's an old saying. You gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them. I'm gonna fold, and I'll Resident Evil 4 to be removed.
Damn. Well, let's go to Wendy's because that's a 4 for 4.
Biggie bag boys.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll take off Resident Evil. Now let's quickly rank these. We got Bramble Mountain King.
Into some Sea of Stars before we keep going.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you
love
out
to
of
hear
here,
some
but
more.
yes, absolutely.
Play the Mountain Path or whatever it's called. Mountain Trail.
All right. Let's see. Sea of Stars, Mountain Trail. Boom. Let's see what we got here. Give me something good. Hell yeah. Number 1. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Fuck. Every time. All right, here we go. Ooh. God damn it.
I was like,
This is too good.
Is this it?
this is not it.
I didn't
this
think
is something
so.
different entirely. Is this not even something for Sea of Stars?
That doesn't sound familiar.
This is fun
Okay,
as
hold
shit,
up.
though.
Yeah, I like this song. Whatever this is. Hold up. Let me type it in again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of
Get it.
tracks on Sea of Stars.
Yeah,
so
there's
maybe.
3 to 4 albums of that. All right. Which one is it? I think it's number 2, right?
da.
Number 3, I think. All right, here we go. Let's try this one. After I skip this track. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's check it. Yes.
Sounds like it could be it. Has the tone right. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's even funkier than that last one.
Oh, yeah, this is better. I thought
Bust
that
it
one was
down.
good. What the hell are we doing?
Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's like Sonic.
A
It's
little
got
bit.
a Sonic the Hedgehog feel.
Yeah, I just love how this soundtrack like plays around with like so many different instruments and like the tone they're going for. It's so good.
It's
come on,
giving
this
Sega
is-
Dreamcast.
Yeah, this is Sonic through and through. It is giving Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. God, I've forgotten. Look, do we want to do... Okay. I feel like I'm the main one fighting for Hi-Fi Rush. Maybe we give that 3. Sea of Stars 1, Bramble 2. How we feeling?
I mean, I personally like that.
I bet you would. Al, what say you? This is good thinking music. This is good Jeopardy style. Concentrating really hard music.
Yes.
How about you? You like that? You like Sea of Stars, Bramble, Hi-Fi?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Graydon?
Sea of Stars, Bramble, yeah, I'm good with that.
Sea of Stars, Bramble, and Hi-Fi. Let's go ahead and make it official so that we can get folks to bed. All right. Let's go ahead and put it on there.
Da-na-na-na-na-na, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
I gotta play more. I gotta play some Sea of Stars at all. I can't just listen to music. I gotta gameplay wise experience that shit. That's some really good music.
Has some great battle music too. It's pretty good.
Abso-friggin-lutely. All right, so let's go ahead and read off our final winners for this category. Best soundtrack / score. Your winners are number 3, Hi-Fi Rush, number 2, Bramble, the Mountain King, and number 1, Sea of Stars. And there we have it. We only went 10 minutes over time. That's not too bad, actually. But let's just go over quickly everything that we talked about in this 4th day. Best character, your winners were Miles Morales, number 3, Ashley Graham, number 2, Bode Acuna, number 1. Best nonviolent game / most wholesome game. Number 3 was Venba. Number 2 was Jusant. Number 1 was Dorgon. Most fun. Those were all personal picks. Emmett, I did. I picked Turbo Overkill. Super Mario Brothers Wonder is Josh's pick. Hi-Fi Rush belongs to Graydon. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is Al. And our consensus pick is Dead Island 2. And finally, best soundtrack / score. Number 3 is Hi-Fi Rush. Number 2 is Bramble the Mountain King. And number 1 is Sea of Stars. Great job, y'all. We did it. We didn't kill each other. Yay.
And one more to go.
Yep. One more, and then we can finally call it. Very much so look forward to that one. We'll record that one soon, so look forward to that one. We got to play that out, I suppose. But this has been fun. Thank y'all for hopping on, and I'm glad to be here with y'all to talk this one out.
Likewise.
It's been a great time, as always. I think, in fact, it has been a... Hold on, wait.
Motherfucking flashing lights.
Hold on. A Devil in a New Dress featuring Rick Ross.
I can't believe you would make a joke like that, you monster, featuring Nicki Minaj. Thank you, everybody.
It's been a Hi-Fi Rush, everyone.
Oh my lord. I have nothing else. Well, this is another hit, Barry Bonds.
Oh my god. Get us out of here.
All right. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Graydon. Thank you, Josh, all for being here, of course.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
I gotta stay up like 15 more minutes to play Toki 2K24.
Oh, is
I
that
believe you,
tonight?
OG.
That's tonight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's
Well-
like 10. That's like 20 minutes from now. I
Oh.
gotta stay up. Gotta play the
Y'all
game.
have fun with that. I'm gonna shower and take my ass to bed. But I love y'all. Y'all have fun with that. And to all the listeners, y'all also have a good day doing whatever you're doing. And as I always say, keep it real, keep it trill, and play on playa. Peace out, y'all.
I got that game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, of the year, yeah, yeah, game of the year, game of the year.